20 best metal albums of 2022. Whew! Number 20, we have Slipknot The End so far. It's a Slipknot record. It does the thing. But then they get really weird on this album to a lot of experimental, vibey moments, atmospheric stuff as well, just like production-wise. Things are pretty wacky. 19, Chelsea Grin, Suffer in Hell. It's a hellish album. Tom comes in with his, Cookie Monster rars that are just devastating his highs. It still has that nice, like, groove, but it also has just, like, a nice traditional deathcore feel. Really cool leads. Number 18, we have the Halo Effect, Days of the Lost. I mean, it's In Flames without In Flames, but with more members of In Flames in the band than In Flames. If you like 2000s In Flames, it does it. It's good. 17. Lamb of God. Omen. Oh my damn. With those riffs. Mark Morton coming in here strong with them riffs. Non-stop. Like, I just look at those. I'm just like, guitars. You ain't getting that loving ever. 16. Jason Richardson and Luke Holland. Double I. Also known as 2 in English language. It goes hard in the sense of an instrumental album going as hard as I think it really can in modern days. The technical ability is very obviously there, but there's also a focus on just composing well-made tracks that do have choruses, motifs, and a lot of things that bring you back to these tracks, which is really nice as well. A lot of production, a lot of orchestra layering as well. 15. I Prevail, True Power. They do it. They go heavy when they need to, and they go happy when they need to. Fun, very modern, very, very youthful, if you need some of that youthin'. 14, Fit for an Autopsy. Oh, what the future holds. There's not necessarily crazy futuristic noises and aliens and like robots in this album, but there's just crushing riffs that pound you to death. 13, Fit for a King, A Hell We Create. A lot of hell this year, apparently. And Fit for a King, definitely bring it. This album really bridges just that nice 2000s metalcore vibes with the 5, 7, 8, the zeros, like that kind of vibe with the huge choruses, but chunky, tuned to Omega Lamau. 12, Motionless in White, scoring the end of the world. It's what you kind of expect from Motionless in White, but kind of amplified. They're doing their modern metal jukebox where you hear some songs, you're like, that's the crazy heavy hardcore song that you're supposed to mosh to. That's the 2000s, Creatures metalcore song. And then that's like the Breaking Benjamin song. That's kind of like the 3 Days Grace vibe song. There's like the more ballady song. They have this really good mixture going on, but they do everything really well. And this album, they really combined a lot of electronics into that, a lot of production. 11, Ocean's 8 Alaska, Disparity. I'm in despair that this album didn't really get as much acknowledgement as I think it should have this year, because it's Ocean's 8 Alaska coming back, coming hard, and just coming all around. It has that lo-fi vibe, where you're like, doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo. Oh, we vibe, and then it still has the sporadic, like, oh, hey, hey, hey. 10, Tala, the Generation of Dane. I mean, you like new metal? And then do you like modern stuff and weird and pound and heaviness and new metal? It does it. And Justin, this guy is he is fun in a bottle. It's just you listen to those vocals and you're like, how do you like this? This is some kind of Cirque du Soleil experience, so entertaining that you just can't look away. Number 9, Caca, Animals as Leaders, Prada. Yeah, I can't thump that fast or play that fast. Groove is essential. You will be moving, no doubt. You might be confused at where the one is. Super progressive, but also has a lot of repeating motifs where even if you're not like, Seven Head Berkeley, you can still understand to a point what's happening. 8, Meshuggah, Immutable. I'ma just be super straight with y'all. You like Meshuggah? You like this album. It does the Meshuggah. You listen to the Meshuggah. It's Meshuggah doing Meshuggah. Number 7, Haunted Shores, Void. Another album that didn't get much attention this year because I get it. It's instrumental, but it's the Periphery boys. We got Marky, we got Misha. And especially when you look at tracks like Hellfire, Only Fangs, like it's just, they instantly get you. It has this blackened vibe. They're fast, they're heavy, the riffs are super technical, but they're laced in so much beautiful instrumental melody where you can almost listen to this album going to sleep and be very peaceful, or you can go to the gym and pump some reps, bro. Number 6, counterparts, a eulogy for those still here. This album perfectly defines that nostalgia core that so many other bands have been trying to chase these past couple years of that 2000s hardcore, melodic hardcore, and metalcore vibe. And the vocal delivery, especially when you know the meaning behind tracks like Whispers of Your Death, it kind of makes you want to cry. It's an album where dissonance and zeros come together to bring you maximum nostalgic happiness. Top 5 now! Number 5. Bleed From Within, Shrine. I would almost include Bleed From Within on this list just for their one track, Levitate, from this year, which is easily one of the best songs of the year, between the crushing, heavy metalcore riffs all around you, as well as a lot of things, again, being laced in a crazy amount of melody and symphony, which is something that's very refreshing from Bleed From Within, but the vocals do not lack delivery in any way. We got really, really, really fun, heavy, layered moments from Scotty Boy over here when it comes to those breakdowns, and you just know those pits, they's gonna be a bloodbath when they're throwing down. Number 4, Electric Cowboy, Techno. This band brought fun back into metal. Not everything's so serious, sad time, right? There's sometimes moments to just have a good dance party while listening to some really, really high energy, crushing breakdowns. Choruses are huge, especially on tracks like Spaceman, Pump It, You Got the Move. Such a refreshing release for the year and good to put in any listener's playlist. Number 3, The Devil Wears Prada, Color Decay. This album, I would say, is one of the most emotionally captivating albums of the year. Whether it's like more chill tracks like Cancer and like 25 that you're just like, damn, like I feel you. You are singing and you are in pain and I just want to give you a hug, bro. But also having these huge hooks, especially in songs like Cancer and all over the album in some of the less, let's say, sad boy songs like Watchtower, songs like Sacrifice are just such huge, heavy, big chorus bangers that make you want to sing along. But then these songs also have that bit of a chunk to it that gives you a little bit of that zombie EP vibe. So it really does feel like the best of all worlds that The Devil Wears Prada has been working on for however long they've been a band, for now, 1,000,000 years. Number 2. Whew. Lorna Shore, Pain Remains. I mean, I don't think I need to say much on this album. A lot has already been said by many people about this album this year. I mean, the whole record is just extreme and heavy and fast and chunky and has disgusting breakdown moments, which I'm going to be real here. When I start to hear some of the singles, I at first was a little worried. I was like, is this going to be too much of just the same, right? Is it just going to be dun 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 dun? But after hearing the whole record and hearing a lot of the more blackened elements come into the songs, as well as the emotional elements, especially from the Pain Remains trilogy in itself, it just started to have this bigger picture, more movie-like vibe to everything, which had this big cohesive package of heaviness from the instrumentals and especially Will's insane vocal delivery with all of the ridiculous demon, zombie, alien noises he makes on this album. Then we're going to do some honorable mentions before I do number 1, including just EPs and technically albums that are kind of metal but also more rock. I don't know, here they are. Polyphia, Remember That You Will Die, God tier album, one of the best releases of the year. Bad Omens, The Death of Peace of Mind. When it comes to EPs, No Face, No Case with Flex Fiesta, honestly just a really fun surprise to end the year with, as well as of course Spirit Box, Rotoscope, banger. Spirit Box continuing their reign of winning. Number 1 best metal album of the year, Darko US, Ani. This record has everything I love when it comes to modern metal. I mean, it has intense heaviness, by far some of the most brutal moments of the year, with tracks like Dragon Chaser, tracks like Evolving, oh my god, Evolving, especially the videos too with all the singles are absolutely insane, with crazy production elements, whether it be for some of the really heavy tracks with all these fun synths, alien noises, and pure low-tuned A0 chugs, and monstrously disgusting vocals from Tom Barber, or some of the really chill shoegazy moments on this album, such as tracks like Infinite Beauty, Ani, Come Home, that really are just like, wow, this is modern metal. You know, this shows how diverse this genre can really be. It feels futuristic. It feels exciting. And also, they're releasing a new album on Friday. How? Stop. Go to sleep. How did you release this and have a new EP coming out on the 30th of December? How are you doing this? That's my top 20 metal noisemaker albums of the year. If you guys are interested in any of those, be sure to go check them out, show the bands love, and be sure to comment down below. What are your favorite metal albums of 2022? We were blessed with a lot of crazy stuff, a lot of emotional stuff this year, and I'm just excited for all 2023's got to bring with extending the noises that make me confused and question why I exist.